Well, ho, 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 and Merry Christmas, everyone. Actually, welcome to my 12 days of Christmas. I am doing 12 days of Facebook Lives, and they are at various times during the day. Now, I know tonight I said I would pop on at 8 p.m. Well, I know I'm early, and I need to be. I have a team meeting after this that I'm going to be doing a presentation for as well. So I thought I would pop on a little bit early. You guys can always watch the replay. So we're going to do a project a day for the next 12 days. And today I wanted to feature the beautiful stamp set that I absolutely adore, Peace and Joy. Comes as a bundle because it has these fabulous, fabulous dies. Let me pull them out here. And I will show you what these dies do. First, as you can see here, the red is this large die. I stamped the word joy. There is a stamp in here in the stamp set. I stamped it on some scrap white and then die cut it out with this one. Then over top I put some gold foil paper, and that I really like the look of the shaded spruce underneath. It gives it a cool shadow effect, and that real skinny joy is this die right here. So there is bright peace and joy. So that's how I created this. Now, obviously, traditional Christmas colors. In our team, we did a swap of non-traditional Christmas colors. So I thought that's what I would share with you today. In today's Facebook Live is doing this card in non-traditional Christmas colors. I love doing non-traditional colors, so this is just so much fun. Remember always to decorate the inside of your card, and I'm trying to get better at also decorating my envelope. I often forget that, so I'm trying. All right, you're going to think I'm bizarre, but my non-traditional colors are going to be So Saffron and Smoky Slate. Yeah, a little odd, but it's going to be fun. Don't worry. All right, hey, tell you what you're going to need. I kind of got started with some of my stamping here. I wanted to show you some of it. This is Smoky Slate, the card base, 8.5 by 5.5. The score here is at 4 1/4. And then inside I did my 5 1/4, by 4-inch piece of Whisper White. And you can see kind of where I'm going here with the holly. The leaves being the gray, and then the berries being the yellow. That is the card base. I've already done up my joy exactly the way I told you about the other card. So this time though, I'm using basic gray because I really wanted this to pop. I stamped it in the Smoky Slate, the word joy, and then die cut it out. And again, this is the from the gold foil sheets, the word, the skinny, scripty joy. I have a piece of scrap paper of white. This, for me, I just cut it at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 because I used the largest stitched shaped circle to cut this out, and this measures about 3 inches across, about. All right, so let me just kind of start with let me clear off my space here first. The card front, I just wanted to add a little something. I didn't want it to get too distracting, but I'm just throwing some paper down here. I just wanted to show that I don't want any of my stamping to go over onto the back of the card. So I just use another piece of scratch paper and cover it up. You can use, you can use Post-it notes, you can use Post-it note tape in order to do all of that. But let me just open up my Smoky Slate. I'm going to get out my word joy, and this is what I mean. I just then and I've protected now the back of my card. All right, I'm going to leave it there because what I like to do when I stamp a background is start with the largest, which was the word joy, and then I'm going to come back in with a smaller stamp then to sort of fill this in. Sometimes, I mean, you can do more than just 2 images, but sort of this snowflakey image right here. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep this covered. After that, now I'm okay. I don't care if it goes because I don't need. You do want though some of that to pop over the side of your cardstock. That way it doesn't look like you've got a big pattern going on. So that's the thing here, is you want to make sure that everything is kind of random as far as your stamping goes. I know in the middle it looks a little odd and not filled in completely, but that's okay. That's where I'm going to put my the image that I create, that circle. So I'm actually, oh, let me leave this open. Let me move this off to the side, bring back my piece of white that I will stamp all over and then die cut it out. I already had that done, but I just wanted to show you that I have ink on my fingers. Holy cow, I sure do. But guess what? There's 2 sides to every piece of paper, so let's flip that over and get started. Now, because of wanting to make sure I keep some room for the berries, I will stamp a couple of the leaves. I know where the berries are going to go, where the points are the closest. All right, so, and don't worry about that. I know I didn't hit it there very well because remember, we're going to be, this is just what we're creating in order to cut out then using the die. So, all right. But I do, like I said, I like to go around and I'll stamp 3 or 4, making sure that I don't get too crowded here and have some space then to do my berries. Let's try here. So I kind of go around. Boy, I've really got it. So here I must have gotten ink again on my fingers. So what I'm going to do is just kind of cover that up with my stamp. So you would never know that that was there. All right. So let me do 2 more sets of berries here. And then I'm going to go wipe my hands off here. Oh, did you see what I did? I did the wrong color. I'm a mess today, aren't I? Oh, well, at least we can laugh about it, right? Now, I did do it right for my the sample. So once you have this all stamped, using the correct colors, you're going to go to your die cut machine, use one of a circle shape, and die cut it out. I just think that looks pretty awesome there. Now I do have So Saffron for the scallop circle here then too, as the layer underneath. Loaded it up with some dimensionals, and let's get to making the card. All right. So I'm going to bring that card base back. Let's just make sure the hands, I'm going to wipe them one more time. I don't know where all that ink is coming from. Okay, so let's get our image down. Yeah, I'm calling this the image. I know it's, you know, just a whole bunch of the hollies, but I'm calling it our image. So let's go ahead. And down that goes. Again, I'm gonna pull this back in, the word joy. I am gonna overlap it on top of the circle that I have already die cut, or popped up. So I'm gonna put dimensionals on the area here where it's not overlapping the circle. Okay, so I kind of see it's the Y, the J. That's kind of where I'm gonna go with it. So here we go. Let me grab some of my dimensionals. So we've got the Y, the bottom of the J, and then I'll even bring it back and double check, make sure, yep, I'm good. I don't have any dimensionals that are going to cover up. It'll just make it too high and uneven that way. So I even put a little bit of glue. Now this you don't have to do. The dimensionals will certainly hold it down, but I thought I would add some liquid adhesive there. And now I'm going to pop my Joy on there. Okay, let me pull back if I can find it, because I'm sure there it is. The stamp set. I love these little sayings to coordinate with the big words. So they're so easy to create with, because just stamp them on some scrap paper, cut them out, and you're good to go. You can just adhere them straight down, which is what I'm going to do, or put little pieces of dimensionals on the back of them. So what I'm going to do, I have the word sending, and I did that in the smoky slate. Have that stamped, cut out, and I am just going to adhere that right over to above the word joy. All right, so let me just get this out. Okay, and let's adhere that down. Let me just hold that down for a second, because it doesn't want to stick. All right, there it is. Sweet. Sending joy. Hey, you know what else I need to do, because I said it at the beginning, was take care of my envelope. Let me do that while I'm thinking of it, and then I'll come back and add the embellishments that I want to add there. So all I'm going to do on the envelope, you can put on the flap on the back. I'm just going to put one set of the holly leaves and berries on the front. So let's make sure we're doing it all in the correct colors this time. So I have my holly leaves. Okay. And then I am going to do my berries in the So Saffron. I promise. It's So Saffron this time. All right, so there's the envelope decorated. You know, something that small really does kind of make a difference then. So, all right, envelope is done. So let me bring back now my card. I want to add some, I'm going to use these Playing with Patterns resin dots. So I thought these colors were pretty cool. So I think this is like a Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, which is a little bit darker of a yellow, and Purple Posy. Don't quote me on those colors, but that's my if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and get them adhered down here. So I like to do it in threes usually. So let's put one in the middle there, and I'm going to pop one over here. And there we go. The card is done. My non-traditional Christmas colors using yellow and gray. I know. You're still shaking your head like, what was she thinking? Well, here is the red and green. And let me know what you think. Do you give it a thumbs up, or you're like a, oh, I don't know if there's an emoji for that. Or if you're like, no way, Jose, for the gray and the yellow. So anyway, hey guys, again, thank you for joining me. Tomorrow is Thursday, and tomorrow, it's all because of my work that I have to do some various times with my Facebook Lives here for these next 12 days. So tomorrow, Thursday, right back here at Linda Lou Creates, and 2 o'clock Eastern Time then. So be sure and join me tomorrow, 2 o'clock, for another project. So, hey guys, have a great rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Bye.